Okay, we will solve this exercise. The exercise says, in the 2006 Winter Olympics, the men's 15 kilometers cross-country skiing race was won by Andrus Veerpalu of Estonia in a time of 38 minutes and 1.3 seconds. Determine its average speed, the distance traveled divided by the time required, to three significant digits in kilometers per hour and in miles per hour. So I'm going to write down the distance, which is d equal to 15 kilometers, and the time, which I'm going to call it h, for example, in just a letter, 38 minutes plus 1.3 seconds. So what I'm going to do is to find an equivalence between minutes to seconds for me to add these 1.3 seconds and have the time in just one type of units. So 38 minutes, I'm going to multiply that by doing a division, in which I'm going to eliminate the minutes and transform those into seconds. So I know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So I just have to write that down here. And then I'm going to eliminate these minutes with these minutes, and the result will be in seconds. So in the calculator, I'm going to write down that 38 multiplied by 60 divided by 1, which is equal to 60. I already know that. So it is 2,280 seconds. And now I can add these 1.3 seconds plus 1.3. That is the easy part. So the total amount of time, total h, is equal to 2,281.3 seconds. And then so the speed is given by a distance divided by time. So I have the result in 15 kilometers per 2,281.3 seconds. So I'm being asked to transform those into kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour. So I have already the distance in kilometers, so I just have to transform the seconds into hours. So that is what we're going to do. 15 kilometers by 2,281.3 seconds. So 1 second is equal to, I have to find the equivalence between 1 second and 2 hours for me to eliminate this one and this one. So I've put the seconds in the numerator so I can cancel them, because this result is in the denominator of the first division. So that's why I've put the seconds in the upper side of the division. And I know that 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. This is by just memorizing the result. And then I have to find the equivalence between 1 second and 2 hours. So I just have to multiply this one with this one and divide the result by 3,060 and 600 seconds. So the result is actually just that. 1 divided by 3,600 seconds. And this is going to be in hours. So 1 divided by 3,600. And that is going to give me the result. So 15 divided by 2,281.3 and multiply that by 1 divided by also 1,3,600. So the result is 23.6. Why is that? Because the exercise told us that we have to use just 3 significant digits. So 1, 2, 3. And that is, the units of this is kilometers per hour because of this. And then we have to try to convert into miles per hour. So I'm going to start with this result, 15,281.3 seconds and kilometers. So I can cancel these kilometers for me to have the unit in meters, because it is equal to times 10 to the third power. In previous videos I've explained this. I'm going to do that again. So there is this chart of prefixes in which we have the unit in the middle of the chart, and up above of it we have the prefixes as follows. Unit, deca, hecto, kilo, giga, tera, peta, hexa. I must have 8 of them, so I'm going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is one missing, so I'm going to check it. Deca, hecto, kilo, giga, tera, peta, hexa. I'm missing mega. How do I know this? By memorizing the prefixes, because there is the only way. If you don't have the information for you to access, then, or let me tell you better this. If you don't have the information available for you, then you have to memorize it. That is the only way. So deca, hecto, kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, hexa. 8 of them. And on the below part of the chart we have deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, atto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the result is equal to 1 times 10, 1 times 10, 1 times 10, and so on. Times 10. And this 10 is going to have a power. So the number of the power is pretty easy once you have the chart, because it is just 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to add 3 by 3 into this number. So 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. But because we have the prefixes at the below part of the chart, then those powers are going to be negative. So minus, 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 minus. And on the upper side, they're going to be positive. So 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me, 6 to the 9, 12, 15, 18. And because of that, I know that kilometers is equal to 1 multiplied by 10 to the third power. So now that I've eliminated the prefixes that were used, then I'm going to eliminate the meters, because I'm converting from what? To miles per hour. The meters to miles, and then I'm going to multiply that by seconds and hours. So the equivalence between 1 meter into miles is that 1 mile is equal to 1,609.34 meters. So I'm going to do the same thing that we did here. So the result is 1 divided by 1,609.34. And then the same thing here, because 1 second is equal to 1 divided by 3,600 hours. And I'm going to eliminate seconds with seconds, meters with meters, and the result will be in miles per hour. So I already have the part in which we transform the time. So I'm going to add just the part in which we this is difficult. In which we just eliminate the miles, the meters, excuse me. So the result is this one, but I prefer to take it into scientific notation. So I press this button here and use just the first 3 significant digits. So it is 14.7 times 10 to minus 3 miles per hour. And I'm going to use the same chart that I write here, and know that milli is equal to 1 times 10 to the minus third power, which is the same thing that we have here. So I could write the result into 14.7 millimiles per hour. And that's how this exercise could be solved.